There is something called as mysticism, not because there is such a thing. Because human beings are determined to live in ignorance, there is mysticism. All that they're ignorant of, they will label it as mystery, isn't it? There's nothing mysterious about it, it's simply there. It is your limitations which make something mysterious, isn't it so? It's your inability to grasp which makes something mysterious, not the nature of what it is. So, beyond darkness, what is? All that you cannot grasp is darkness for you. And that's the whole thing. What you can grasp is so small. If you know 1,000 galaxies, still it is too small in the cosmic scape of existence. And all that you do not know invariably is darkness to you. So, this vast space of darkness, darkness is not a substance. Darkness is not a thing. Absence of light is darkness. Absence of perception is darkness. Absence of knowing is darkness. So that is the ultimate thing, because there is too much that is not known to you, so it's dark. So darkness does not mean a thing. It is not a thing. It is something that's beyond your perception, so it's dark. So, all that is dark and beyond your perception, we say this is Shiva, because it's a limitless expanse. A limitless expanse of ignorance, but there is no limitless expanse of knowledge. Knowledge is always limited. It can be large, but still very limited. Only ignorance can be limitless. So Shiva is also referred to as Bholanath, the ignorant one, because he's the Lord of ignorance. How's that? You don't like it? You don't like it, isn't it? He should be the Lord of knowing. No, he's also that. He's Gnaneshwar. But that's a small aspect of him. But in real sense, he is the Lord of ignorance, because that is the largest scape in the existence is ignorance, and that's darkness. Oh, who would want to seek it? If you only explore your ignorance, knowledge will be born, isn't it? If you explore knowledge, nothing new will be born. Just recycling of rubbish will happen. Only if you explore ignorance, knowing can be born.
Who is Shiva? Shiva refers to both that which is not and Adiyogi, because in many ways they are synonyms. Explore the stories and legends that surround this most prominent figure of Indian spiritual traditions. Meaning of Shiva. When we say Shiva, there are two fundamental aspects that we are referring to. The word Shiva means literally that which is not. Shiva is nothingness. Today, modern science is proving to us that everything comes from nothing and goes back to nothing. The basis of existence and the fundamental quality of the cosmos is vast nothingness. The galaxies are just a small happening, a sprinkling. The rest is all vast empty space, which is referred to as Shiva. That is the womb from which everything is born, and that is the oblivion into which everything is sucked back. Everything comes from Shiva and goes back to Shiva. Shiva is darkness. So, Shiva is described as a non-being, not as a being. Shiva is not described as a light, but as a darkness. Humanity has gone about eulogizing light only because of the nature of the visual apparatus that they carry. Otherwise, the only thing that is always is darkness. Light is a limited happening in the sense that any source of light, whether a light bulb or the sun, will eventually lose its ability to give out light. Light is not eternal. It is always a limited possibility because it happens and it ends. Darkness is a much bigger possibility than light. Nothing needs to burn. It is always, it is eternal. Darkness is everywhere. It is the only thing that is all pervading. But if I say divine darkness, people think I am a devil worshipper or something. In fact, in some places in the West, it is being propagated that Shiva is the demon. But if you look at it as a concept, there isn't a more intelligent concept on the planet about the whole process of creation and how it has happened. I have been talking about this is in scientific terms without using the word Shiva to scientists around the world, and they are amazed. Is this so? This was known when? We have known this for thousands of years. Almost every peasant in India knows about it unconsciously. He talks about it without even knowing the science behind it. Meaning of Adi Yogi, the first yogi. On another level, when we say Shiva, we are referring to the certain yogi, the Adi Yogi or the first yogi, and also the Adi Guru, the first Guru who is the basis of what we know as yogic science today. Yoga does not mean standing on your head or holding down breath. Yoga is the science and technology to know the essential nature of how this life is created and how it can be taken to its ultimately possibility. This first transmission of yogic science happened on the banks of Kanti Sarovar, a glacial lake a few miles beyond Kedarnath in the Himalayas, where Adi Yogi began a systematic exposition of the inner technology to his first seven disciplines, celebrated today as the Saptarishta. This is treated all religion before people divisive ways to fracturing humanity to a point where it seems almost impossible to fix. The most powerful tools necessary to raise human consciousness were realized and propagated, one and the same. So, Shiva refers to both that which is not an Adi Yogi because in many ways they are synonyms. Who is Yogi and that non being, which is the basis of the existence, are the same. Because to call someone a yogi means he has experienced the existence as himself. If you have to certain the existence within you, even for a moment, as an experience, you have to be the nothingness.